So I'm sitting here just thanking God because I got my first two subscribers. Now, it may don't seem like your girl is happy, but I am just trying to hold my composure here because I've never had anyone to pay for a subscription for anything that I'm doing. Can I say it again? I've never had anybody to pay for anything subscription that I'm doing. That they may have bought my ebook or they may have bought a product, but to have now 51 people subscribe to me and two paid subscribers, that to me feels like I won the lottery. I don't know about nobody else. I don't know how you carry on, but this is how I carry on. And I want to first of all give honor to God because when I made a decision that I wanted to be a full-time content creator, I didn't even know what that looked like. Can I just be transparent? I'm one of those that are accustomed to working a 9 to 5. Matter of fact, I love my 9 to 5 because I get to work with clients all over the states. I get to travel with the things I do. So, like, I love it. I am a child developer. I have been a child developer for almost 38 years. I deal with infants to parent coaching. And so, like, I've been doing this for a while. And then I decided this year that I wanted to, like, I'm going all in. I'm going ham. I'm going all in because I want to be able to retire myself and have the ability to work from anywhere and be home for my grandson because, like, my daughter's in nursing school. So I wanted to have that flexibility. And as I'm noticing, things are coming together now, slowly but surely. And this all came from me doing a webinar on this past Sunday. Can I tell you this? Put the content out. It took me all this length of time to have a webinar. And the webinar was put to me a challenge by my coach to say, okay, Jack, it's time for you to have your own community. I'm like, I'm good. I'm okay. He said, no, you always on somebody else's platform. You're speaking and you're hosting and you are the cheerleader, you all these things, but now it's time for you to have your community. And so to have this webinar and direct them back to this community is everything for me. I say that because keep going. Put the content out. Go live here on Substack. I was reading another writer's post and he said, Substack is a community, and really it is. It's a platform that you can build a community here. And can I tell you, take your time. You probably say, well, Jackie, I am, 50, 60. So this is for my seasonal, but because I love myself, uh, the Black Woman's Chronicle, Miss Gail, I love her. She just turned 70. She was fabulous. And this is all she does right here is show people how to monetize on their Substack. Now, that may not be your special, but guess what? There's a seed in you that needs to be planted so the harvest can grow. Yours may not be able to teach somebody Substack, but you know how to cook, you know how to do poetry, you're writing books. Put your content out because I can guarantee you somebody is going to want to hear and collaborate with you. I'm going to say it again. Somebody is going to want to read and collaborate with you. But here's the thing. You got to be happy over the two because I'm ecstatic. Trust me when I tell y'all. They going to get so sick of me up in there, okay? They going to get sick of me because I want them to feel like they're home. I want them to feel that we sit down and we get our tea, we get our coffee, and we just have a conversation. I wonder whether a place that women can just lay down their burdens. But here's the thing too. I'm not one of those that gonna let you stay there. You got to do some work up in the community as well. And that's what I love about it. These ladies are ready to do the work. They don't shy away from it. Matter of fact, I know the two ladies that joined. And one of them are, I'm speaking of a famous podcaster. I love Cami because she just started her podcast. And she's been doing it for some months now. But can I tell you, and y'all gonna hear about her story because I'm gonna have her on. When she made up her mind, that's all she does. She ain't selling cars, she ain't selling houses, she does podcasting. And guess what, y'all? She's on her third season already. But that's being consistent. That's staying true to who she said she wanted to be. So if you said that you want to be a writer, then do that. So you may not have somebody else's chapter, but you do have your book and your chapter and where you are right now. See, God's want to see if you're faithful over the few before he gives you many. Because if you complain about the 2, the 5, the 10, the 15, then why would he give you 1,000? Because then you really going to have to step your game up. You really going to have to be out your comfort zone. And guess what I tell you? I was out of my comfort zone doing the webinar, but it turned out really, really good. Here's why. If I hadn't have done it, I wouldn't have got the 2 subscribers. I wouldn't have sold a book. I wouldn't have sold an ebook. See, because at the end, I had an offer and people took the offer. And I'm like, well, why didn't I do this sooner? Right? So you think it's just about writing, but it's about you planting seed that would eventually grow a forest. That one seed you planted is going to grow a garden. That one seed that you planted is going to grow a vineyard. But it won't grow until you plant the seed. So I want to personally thank my 2 subscribers. I cannot wait for us to chop it up, jam it up in the comeback circle.